What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Show After Row, where I basically tell you guys exactly how I did, what I did after I left row. So today was evaluation day because I missed the evaluation last week. I basically this was it was kind of like an honor thing where basically it was like, who did their evaluation last week. I said I didn't, so I had a chance to kind of do the evaluation. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, today was not a day of wrestling training in the slightest. Today was the day where I had to do as many workouts as possible. So with that, in order, it was a run. It was a 2-mile run. It was a what's what I'm looking for? It was a 2-mile run, pull-ups, then if I'm not mistaken, squats, push-ups, and then burpees. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. On one hand, I'm disappointed in myself, but on the other hand, I'm realizing that I shouldn't be, because this was an intense workout. It's let's start off with the run. The run was a 2-mile run. It was a 2-mile run. We had to run around the shopping center, and it wasn't my run wasn't really a run as much as it was just a long walk with spurts of running in it. And I realized, and if I had to say it in gaming terms, it would have to be that my running was my stamina ability with a really, really long cooldown time, because I found myself I now know that I can run short distances, but I get really tired and I have to walk the rest of the way, and then I get the energy back, and then I have to run it again. It's intense, man. It was really intense, and the goal was to make sure that to finish the run before finish both miles before a half hour. So I was one of four, and I was the oldest and the most out of shape. So I managed to I was the last one to finish, and I finished it in 28 minutes. So to say that I managed to beat out the half hour limit, that felt good. But I realized now that I got a lot to work on as far as my running is concerned, and that was not fun. The sad part is that I am trying to practice running. I do jog at night out here sometimes, but it just feels like it kind of, I haven't done it in a while, but it's my brain just immediately goes, is there am I improving? But yeah, it does. I did feel good, at least, I did feel good knowing that I at least beat the time limit, you know what I'm saying, even though I was the last one to finish. So that was something that I did accomplish, so I feel good about that. And I realized it also helped me evaluate what kind of runner I am, because now I realize I could probably do a good shuttle run, but I cannot for the life of me I want to be able to do endurance runs. I want to be able to run at least 15 minutes without stopping. You know what I'm saying? Without getting tired, at least. You know what I'm saying? Because once I start, once my heart starts realizing, oh snap, we're doing something, that's when I start slowing down. So I'm trying my best. I want to get the hang of doing that. I want to be able to do that better. Next up was the pull-ups, which I actually was a little confident that I was doing, because the thing was that with the pull-ups, it's you go all the way down, then go all the way up, and I'm used to doing pull-ups like this, but these pull-ups I had to go right here, and for some strange reason this was not hard for me. So the goal was 10, but I found myself being able to knock out at least 6. You know what I'm saying? Because going all the way back down and then going all the way back up again, that was a challenge for me. But I'm pretty sure that with enough practice, I could probably knock out that 10. I do feel confident that I can knock out that 10, and I want to be able to knock out. I can knock out 10 like this fairly easy, but I want to be able to get the hang of this, doing 10 of these, and that's going to be the challenge for me. So I realize what I have to do, and now I'm giving myself another challenge to just sort of add on to it, because I feel confident in one, but completely not confident in another. So, and also, I can't go over there and work out whenever I want to, so that definitely helps a little bit. Um, like I said, the goal was 10. I got 6. I felt good about that 6, and I feel like I can probably knock out 10 the next go round, and like there will be another go round, so I gotta prepare for that. Next up was the squats, and for the squats the number was 250, and I found myself tapping out at 150. Like when I was younger, I used to be able to just knock out. When I was younger, I could like knock out 100 squats like that. You know what I'm saying? I was much more, obviously I was a lot more physically fit when I was younger. So I mean, yeah, of course I could knock that out. But it was intense. My thighs was feeling it. Obviously there was moments where you could like literally see me, like, cause we all had to like, we were in line and we had to do it at the same time. And at some point you could literally just see me just trying to get back up. And like it was the one thing I really like about like being there. I think I said this a lot, but the environment is less like a stereotypical movie boot camp, and more like everybody just wants to see each other win. So nobody was telling me get up, you're weak. You know what I'm saying? If you can't handle it, then leave. It's never that. It's always you can do this. We believe in you. They're applauding. They're trying to motivate you and all this other stuff. That kept me going because I was dying after like 130. You know what I'm saying? But like in my brain, I'm like, I gotta knock out at least that last 20 before I tap out, before I bow out. And it really kind of it was a humbling experience. But I realize now that but then the more I think about it, it's like who can actually knock out 250 squats, right? You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying that nobody can do it, but it's like it's not something that everybody can do. So I don't really feel like a big loser for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knocked out 150, and that just means that I got 100 more that I have to get the hang of doing. So it's like not only that, but like the coach the bear, he is great. He's a great guy. Like he really is. Like he has empathy. He understands that people are human, and he also understands that this is our first evaluation. So he's given us a lot of slack because he's basically said this is the baseline. You have to obviously the next time we do this, you have to get better. That's the goal. So that's the plan now. It's like he's giving us a lot of leeway with this because the real test is the next one. So he's very forgiving on this one. So that's the plan, and I enjoy that because Bear is a very 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 good trainer. He's like he is like I'm always been intimidated by him, but he is like the nicest person. So that's very helpful. Next up was push-ups. Obviously, I would on average I can knock out 30 push-ups on average. You know what I'm saying? Clearly I got I'm overdue to practice more, but I can knock out 30 push-ups. But because I was so tired, I only did 13. No, 16. 13 or 16. I'm gonna say 13 because I was really tired. So 13 push-ups. It wasn't fun.
Say your roommate is very pissed.
My roommate is.
Hey, I'm never going back. I'm going back, but I'm really fucking pissed. I will never go back. I'm super pissed.
My roommate is very upset. I won't go into details as to why, but he is very upset, and it'll grow back, man. But yeah, that was the push. Like I said, if I wasn't tired, I probably could have knocked out a lot more. But this is definitely one of those moments where this was definitely one of those moments where it was quite humbling, and I realized I got to get back into the swing of things because I used to be really physically fit. I used to actually work out. I used to do this stuff back in the day, and I think one of my biggest things is that obviously I slack, and I also eat unhealthily. So I'm going to try my best to kind of eat better a little bit, which is going to be challenging, but not impossible. Finally was the burpees, and I won't lie to y'all, man. I was tired, I was exhausted, like this shirt, like I don't know if it look. I'm pretty sure my shirt looks wet. That's only because I've been melting in this thing, and but yeah, it was a lot. I did not do the burpees was 50. I did 10. I was tired. Okay. Shout out to Kel and Taylor for like powering through it though. Like they're the real ones. They're the real ones. And shout out to Armando for powering through as well. So it's just like we all realize now what we were strong in, and what we were weak in, and we now have a base number as to how we're going to do. So now the goal is to progress between now and then. So now, I realize now that I do eat unhealthily. I am a bit of a sloth, and you good? Come on, man. Yeah.
But as long as it went well for you.
It did not. It did not go. It did not go well for me at all. It did not go well for me. But the fact of the matter is that I realize I have a baseline as to how I am over at Reality of Wrestling, and I realize now what I got to work on, and the goal now is to work on that and obviously improve, and I want to impress the trainers that are there. I want to be able to impress them. I want them to look at me and go, that dude is good. But I also realize now that if I work for that, if that's what I want, then they will probably actively not give me that. So now I kind of have to I have to impress myself. That's the goal now. The goal now is to realize what my numbers are and hike up those numbers. And probably not throw up in the process. But I probably might throw up. I'm not lying to you. But I do know now that I got to start eating healthier. I got to start working out more, and I got to start figuring out how to go about doing this stuff. And the first goal is to do some endurance running and try to figure out how I can run for longer periods of time without getting tired and without getting tired, because that is my biggest weakness right now. In any case, long story short, today was a workout day, and I didn't do terrible, but I'm still disappointed in myself that I didn't. I did manage to complete one thing, but I managed to just completely not do well on the others. So on one hand, I'm disappointed in myself, but on the other hand, I'm impressed with myself because I managed to do a lot better than I thought I would. So here's to hoping that the next evaluation is one with better progression, and let's look forward to a better tomorrow. Let's look forward to a better training session tomorrow. But right now, I am sore, I am sweaty, I am in pain, and I am going to go probably take this shower, or I don't know, or just take this nap. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know this much. I am sore. Love and peace, and see you guys out there in the ring.